Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Scratchpad Sessions on Why So Harsh. And today with me, I have someone who weaves magical tales, and he's known to be timeless. That's how I found out from a lot of poets that I asked about him. They said that as and when the time proceeds, his work and whatever he's written is going to stand timeless. Please put your hands together for Mr. Gaurav Tripathi. Thank you so much for being here. I think it's a pleasure having you here. I've been watching you for the last 2 years, and I think it's just, I've had goosebumps. और मेरे को generally I'm very bad with understanding Hindi, Urdu, but with help from around and asking you a bunch of times, I think I've somewhere come to an understanding of what you've written, and I think it's phenomenal. So thank you so much for being here, being a part in the community and helping us see through this. So let's begin from the beginning of when did you start writing, or when did this ever dawn upon you that, oh, मतलब मैं लिख सकता हूँ and I can express this through words?
So, start writing is a very a difficult question to answer. But as far as I remember, I was in like class 6th or 7th. So, there's an anecdote about it. Ki, my grandmother is a freedom fighter. She was a freedom fighter. तो उनको हर जगह से जब 26 जनवरी 15 अगस्त को हर जगह से इनवाइट आता था एज अ चीफ गेस्ट टू लाइक तिरंगा फहराने के लिए. तो वो कभी घर पे नहीं रहती थी, और मुझे पता नहीं एक वो हो गया था कि मैं हर 26 जनवरी 15 अगस्त को अपने घर में झंडा फहराता था. ठीक है, तो एक बार मैंने दादी से लाइक आई वाज इन 6-7, तो दादी से कहा कि अब मैं प्रॉपर मतलब घर में करूँगा और आपको रहना है, तो वो वहाँ पे रहेंगे. एंड एट दैट टाइम आई रोट अ स्पीच फॉर हर. आई रोट सम पोइट्री की 4-5 लाइन, और घर पे जाके पूरा एक मेरे पास छोटी सी साइकिल थी, तो उसको गार्ड ऑफ ऑनर भी दिया था दादी को अपनी. ठीक है ना, छत पे देना. तो मैं अपनी छोटी वाली साइकिल आगे आगे चला रहा हूँ और पीछे पीछे दादी आ रही हैं. ठीक है ना, और वो दिवाली वाली बंदूक होती थी वो भाई को दे दी थी, वो पकड़े हुए, तो पूरा गार्ड ऑफ ऑनर के साथ वो गई. और वो जो स्पीच थी मैंने जो दादी के लिए लिखी थी, दादी ने वही पढ़ी. तो दैट वाज द टाइम कि लोगों को फैमिली में रियलाइज़ हुआ कि हाँ थोड़ा बहुत लिख सकता है. फिर एक टाइम आया था जब मैंने हिंदी का ऐसे था 8th में शायद, तो उसमें ऐसे में तो जानते हो 10 में से 4-5 मार्क्स मिलते थे, लेकिन एक बार मेरे को 8-9 मार्क्स करीब मिले थे, क्योंकि मैंने उसमें उस ऐसे में जगह जगह पोइट्री लिखी हुई थी. तो माई हिंदी टीचर आइडेंटिफाइड दैट एंड शी अप्रिशिएटेड दैट अलॉट. तो ये पता चल गया था कि मैं लिख लेता हूँ. अच्छा, उस समय. तो ये कहानी है, वहाँ से स्टार्ट.
But so your teacher was the one who helped you identify?
My teacher, my actually grandfather was also a poet.
Okay.
So I have never seen him. He passed away before I was born. But Dadi used to recite his work before me, and she used to tell the stories, and he was also a Krantikari. So he was a revolutionary poet. तो वो काफ़ी कुछ आता था. जैसे मैंने जब पहला कुछ लिखा था, तो जब मैंने लिखा तो घर में एक गेम सा बन गया. लाइक दीदी और भैया वगैरह टॉपिक देते थे कि इस पे लिखो, इस पे लिखो. सो अभी हम लोग क्रिकेट की बात कर रहे थे. सो एक बार मेरे भाई ने मुझे टॉपिक दिया था व्हेन कुंबले टुक 10 विकेट्स.
Oh yeah.
सो आई रोट अ पोएम लाइक इट. तो उन्होंने कहा कि इस पे लिख के दिखा, तो मैंने उस पे लिखा. सो दादी यूज टू चेक मी कि मतलब वो कहती थी कि एक वर्ड एक पोएम में दोबारा नहीं आ सकता. तो इस तरह का थोड़ा बहुत ज्ञान वो समय वो देती थी. एंड हिंदी टीचर भी.
So it worked out. And do you remember by any chance your first ever piece of writing? Do you remember what you'd written? Anything, could be a line, 2 lines, or what was it about? The first ever time you actually realized कि अच्छा मैं कुछ ऐसे लिख रहा हूँ.
नहीं, और मैं बताना भी नहीं चाहूँगा.
Going back in time. So you've got all your formal education from the grandmother who's taught you about all this when she read your grandfather's poems. But did you see it technically then, or was it just कि मैं flow में लिख रहा हूँ, उनको दिखाऊंगा and then we'll figure out a
हाँ, I never know that like मुझे कभी नहीं पता था उसकी technicalities क्या होती हैं. Like हिंदी में अच्छा साइड बाय साइड वो सब चलता रहता है ना, अलंकार रस ये सब, बट इतना कभी गौर नहीं किया था. So I was just writing, जो भी आता था मेरे दिमाग में जहन में वो मैं लिखता रहता था.
So is it safe to say that your grandparents as such have been your inspiration to somewhere like listen to, understand, and then like write, or who exactly is your inspiration to?
I think I had an entire environment for reading and writing, because my father was a journalist.
Okay.
He was in print. So he was a sub editor. So he was also a writer. Then my cousin is also a writer. So हर कोई ना कोई तो खानदान में लिखता ही रहता है, तो इट वाज एन एनवायरनमेंट अबाउट राइटिंग.
But otherwise, if you had to look at an inspiration to someone who took you through later on because of their writing or because of what they told you, do you have someone like that who you looked up to, who made you feel like, oh, I should continue writing? This is. Or there are a bunch of people. बहुत लोग हैं. अब तक तो बहुत लोग होंगे. So anyone, if you can name a few of who has inspired you, could be an author who was there earlier, or could be someone from your own family.
नहीं, many, like in my family, my brother, my sister, everybody appreciated me. और ये तो था ही कि लिख सकता है, लिखना है. Then when I completed my school, I never took an exam for engineering. I never filled a form also. तो मुझे पहले जर्नलिस्ट बनना था because I could write for journalism. तो बहुत सारा, अब जर्नलिज्म में गया तो वहाँ पे वो जो सीनियर्स हैं, they appreciated that thing. Friends, girlfriends, सब.
It's been a good journey then. You've been appreciated. That's really nice. Like you mentioned that aap likhte the and your grandmother used to read that out. But did you perform that early in life? Do you have memories of that?
Perform to
Yeah. Perform could be poem,
on
could
stage.
be a speech.
No, never. I had never been on stage. Like I had in school, I had been on stage one, which was a disaster, and after that, I have never been on stage till 2017.
So just now, like 2 years back.
I've never performed on stage before that.
So all this while you've been writing, but you never thought that this will go up on stage. Kuch nahi.
I used to write without a purpose. Like I used to write just like that, whatever I am feeling. I never paid attention to the technicalities of it.
I think that's very important to have, is when you don't have a goal and you still keep writing. Because it keeps a good discipline of going.
So I was doing something else. Like I was doing, whenever I used to feel pressure or I used to feel down about something, तो उस समय मैं बैठ के लिख लेता. तो writing was like a went out for me, a process. Like
oh yeah, same, yeah. It's therapeutic. कि मतलब कुछ, if anything is troubling you, you're feeling stressed about something, just write it down. You'll feel lighter. I think that's a great thing. And coming to a little bit right now is, so do you follow like a discipline of writing every day? And do you think that that's something that helps?
I don't follow any discipline now.
Nothing.
I'm like, I have got, the life I'm living is most unplanned and undisciplined life.
Okay. I can vouch for that. Same here. I mean, there's no
I'm out of
सुबह दोपहर शाम कुछ नहीं होता है, सब वक्त. And so I remember talking to Bikram one night. So he'd come home and we were talking about you. And he was saying, he was one of the people who said कि गौरव भाई का जो लिखा है, that's going to be timeless and it's going to go on forever. And I was like, whatever you put out is for sure going to be there. But he also mentioned that you read a lot. So tell us more about that. And how do you think reading helps a writer? And also, what are you reading right now?
Reading helps a lot for a writer. I think it, for writing, the most important thing is thoughts. And thoughts will come through reading or traveling. There are only two ways you can develop your thought process.
Okay.
Either you travel a lot or you write, or like best thing is to do both. So reading helps you build a perspective, a point of view, a thought process. So in that ways also reading helps. And if you read poetry, you know about the technicalities of it. So even if you're not reading poetry, whatever, like read non-fiction. If you're reading non-fiction, mythology, history, anything, you are developing a perspective which will help you in writing whatever you write, whether you write a story, a poem, or anything.
And what are you reading right now?
Many things.
Anything that people should know about, anything that you recommend to people to read, specifically someone who's starting out right now into either writing or performing, something that has helped you personally?
So a lot of people ask me how to go on stage or do some like perform, and how to like start reading. So what I like as a writer, I think my initial inspirations was a poet called Dushyant Kumar. Then there was Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. So I recommend these two poets because they were like, I know there was a time when I didn't read a lot of poetry at that time, and I understood that. So I think Dushyant or Dinkar, if you, and Dinkar is also very good. Like if you take a book of Dinkar, go on stage, perform it, you can try like how you can read out poetry in different ways.
Right.
So Dinkar is very good for that also. Read Rashmi Rathi.
Okay, guys, you know what to do next. Like you were saying, you're planning to take up journalism, use your writing there. But did you ever think your writing is going to take you places?
See, I never thought what I am doing right now was possible. So, as a career, when I started thinking about my career, there were two options. One, I wanted to go into the army. Other, I used to write. I wanted to write. Now, for writing, I had very limited options as a career. One was advertising. Other was journalism. Like in small town, you cannot think about writing film.
Yeah.
ठीक है ना? So I chose the easy way out. I took journalism and I was aspiring for that. I gave my exams, and so fortunately, unfortunately, I got selected in Jamia Millia and I got selected in Army. And the joining date for Army and Jamia Millia's interview was same.
Oh.
It was 12th of July 2007. I chose to go join the Army then.
Through the army, yeah.
So when I came out, I knew like I had options like should I do an MBA, go into a like, because if you are an ex-army, this MBA has got a lot of scope. So I chose not to do that, and I thought that I'll pursue writing only. But then my interest in journalism had finished. So I had seen this field degrading since then, like 2010 and 11. So I thought, so I did a course in film and television, and I came to Bombay then to pursue writing.
Where did you pursue this degree?
So, XIC, Xavier Institute of Communication. So it had a branch in Ranchi. I did the course there.
Oh, wow. So then you just began. You knew that this is one step. Abhi isme aage jana hai, no matter what. I think that's great. So what, like you said, but you write whenever you have an idea, right? You go through that. So what intrigues you so much about writing? What brings you back to a book or a pen or the thought, or like building on the thought?
I think there's there's a thirst to express. There's an itch you have to scratch. So, and there's a perspective you want to share with somebody, like people. And I think that is the only thing which you want to, like, as a writer, when you have developed a perspective and you see things differently, you want to share that thing. And you cannot share that thing by telling somebody like, hey, main sochta hu aisa. So if you write poetry or you write story, that's the best way to share that thing, to share your perspective with someone. And I think that is the main inspiration behind anything you do.
Do you ever go back in time, look at your older pieces, and like, what are your first thoughts when you see your older pieces back? Except the fact that you can change it, because that's the only a lot of thought that we all of us have.
I want to bury them. Like I want to burn them to ashes and bury them. So there's a red diary. Like till now, if people around in the circuit have seen that red diary. So Prateek, who's my friend, is the only one who had got this honor or this thing to read that thing, and he used to threaten me that if you do this, I'll share the content in the red diary with people. So it's that bad.
So now red diary is there.
Yeah, red diary has it's finished now, so I'll just bury it somewhere.
Never. Okay. I thought it's very limited to the fact कि ये बदल सकता था, ये वो कर सकता था. I thought that's the maximum you'll go up to.
I hate what I used to write.
Okay, so, but is there never a thought where you're like, चलो एक piece उठा के कुछ बदलते या कुछ करते, or the same thought, going back? Because I mean, on a daily basis we have so many thoughts, and to act upon all is a little difficult.
But honestly, I was a very bad writer.
Okay.
When I look back at my work now, I was a shitty writer.
Okay, so so how did you make sure you stayed updated with the forms of writing, or how did you make sure that you kept doing it? Was it the practice of writing more and more, or reading, or what was it that got you, that made you grow constantly?
So I think I have grown as a writer only in last 2 years.
Oh.
So because that's the time when I have started taking it seriously.
Huh.
So it's then when I have focused on the forms. I had read those forms, but I have not focused on from the perspective of a writer. So I had read them, I had enjoyed them, and I have forgotten them. But then I revisited them. Like there are a lot of books which I now revisit to have a perspective on it. There are a lot of books that you just read.
Yeah.
ठीक है ना? So now you revisit them and you see them differently. So I think in last 2 years I have started paying attention to the forms, the technicalities, what all could be done in terms of writing.
And then you add your unique perspective, which makes it your own piece,
हाँ.
which I think is a great thing. So diving a little more deeper, I want to clear this. I mean, I know you're a poet, but you also do stories, right? So are you a poet and a storyteller, or what do you like? Do you believe in like a labeling to do this, or are you just a performer? What would you like to call yourself?
I don't know actually. So I earlier identified myself as a poet. Like in the earliest, like I never used to write stories before that. Like ki baith ke, I tried writing a novel before, but I left it in the middle. In like 2013-14, I started writing a novel, but I left it in the middle. Otherwise, I used to write stories, but I was more of a poet, I thought.
Poet.
And even today, I think I'm a very bad storyteller in the form when performances. This thing I can write
Right.
good. Like if you read, you might find it interesting, but I'm very bad at telling on stage.
Narrating a story. But you're working on it now. I
Yeah.
see you performing a lot of stories these days.
Yeah, but the thing is, I find storytelling tougher than what I do with poetry because I don't know, but I think performing poetry is better for me, like easier for me than performing a story.
Fair enough. So now that you define this for all of us, so what exactly is poetry to you? How do you see it? What is your definition of poetry?
So ये वैसा ही सवाल है जैसा वो होता है ना कि हम कौन हैं.
हाँ.
बहुत सारी डेफिनेशन होती हैं.
What do you think of it?
कोई भी चीज़ मैं अभी जो फील कर रहा हूँ, पोएट्री मतलब अगर सबसे आसान भाषा में तो टेलीपैथी है. मैं अभी कुछ फील कर रहा हूँ, ये मैं आपको फील करा दूँ किसी भी माध्यम से, किसी भी मीडियम से, वो पोएट्री है. So for example, I am sad right now.
Yeah.
If I am able to make you feel the same amount of sadness, that is
Then
poetry.
we've come the same point. I think that's similar for me, but it's more for writing. Any form of writing that can make you feel something, exactly what the person intended to. So you've reached your goal.
See, there's a difference in that form of feeling also. Poetry. Now I'll get into the technicalities. Even I tried to find out a definition of poetry, and the best definition I found out was in Hindi was कि we have got 9 rasas, you know that. तो जिस चीज़ में रस की प्राप्ति होती है वो कविता है. वो गद्य भी हो सकता है, it can be prose, it can be poem, it can be meter, non-meter, anything. वो रस लेकिन क्या है? Like श्रृंगार. अब आप बैठे हो, मैंने आपको श्रृंगार रस का कुछ सुनाया, आपके दिल में अगर प्रेम उमड़ आया,
So then that
is
does the
poetry.
work. Yeah. So you're saying it's not restricted to a form or state,
Yes.
but it could take any form.
Yes.
But if it reaches at this point, at that level, then I think that's fair to say. Now I'm really, really intrigued to know. So let's say you have seed, right, which is an idea which has come to your head at some point while you're doing anything, which could be reading or traveling, like you mentioned. How do you go about it from that seed? What is the process like? If you could take us through the entire journey of from a seed to the paper to the stage.
So I let that idea be.
Okay.
If like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months down the line, if that idea stays and is able to develop an itch in within me कि भाई मतलब बहुत परेशान कर रहा है इसके बारे में तो कुछ लिखना, I think then that becomes worth writing for me. Then when that itch is there, when it starts troubling you after 3 or 4 months कि ये नहीं, ये express करना है अपने को, then I think something comes out automatically. Also, you start focusing on that thing and you start observing it from that perspective. And if you're not able to do that, like if that thing is not taking a full complete shape on your own, then you try to find out कि यार ये पहले किसी ने कैसे किया है. And that's where reading helps. कि it could be a different perspective,
Right.
but somebody had tried to scratch that itch before.
Right.
So you get to know कि हाँ इनकी जिंदगी में ऐसा था. So I also read, when I read poets, I also read about their life. It also helps me understanding their perspective from where they are
से आ रहे हैं,
coming.
हाँ.
ठीक है ना, तो वो समझ में आता है. बस यही है. तो उसके बाद तो फॉर्म लेता है और आप लिखते
So you're saying all of these pieces that are up online, which have you performed in a live setting, has all been something that's been in your head for 2-3 months, and then it has created that itch कि नहीं अभी तो लिखना ही पड़ेगा. Has that been the process for most of your pieces?
2-3 months, 1 month, 1 day. The thing is the intensity of this itch.
Okay. How do you feel at that moment? You're like अभी के अभी लिखना पड़ेगा इसका.
मतलब अभी आया, मतलब ये जो है ना, ये बड़ी यूनिक चीज़ है, बहुत यूनिक आइडिया है.
हाँ.
अभी नहीं लगता है वो.
हाँ. Every time you get an idea, you feel it's a unique idea.
अरे बहुत यूनिक है. तो earlier what I used to do is when I used to like जब पहले स्टार्ट कर रहा था, लाइक 2013 में जब बॉम्बे आया था और मुझे कुछ ना कुछ तो लिखना था, कुछ नॉवल लिखनी है, कुछ स्टोरीज लिखनी है, ये सब. तो उस समय क्या करता था मैं, अ सीनियर राइटर फ्रॉम द इंडस्ट्री एडवाइज्ड मी कि आप एक नोट पैड रखो जिसमें अपने आइडियाज़ लिखो. एंड अनदर राइटर हु वाज वेरी दिस थिंग सरियलिज्म से बहुत इंस्पायर्ड थे, तो ही यूज्ड टू से दैट मेंटेन अ ड्रीम बुक. आई यूज्ड टू डू ऑल दैट. I had a dream notepad which got lost. I don't know. It had very weird ideas, fucking weird ideas. I could not express them. ठीक है ना, मतलब with the censorship in India. तो so I had a dream book and this thing. But then later on I realized कि these all ideas, when I used to look back on them, I thought that I don't have that same feeling anymore. So then I developed this practice. I also read this practice before कि किसी ने बताया कि don't write those ideas. If they are able to survive till a period of time, they are worth doing. I think some filmmakers, I don't know the name, I used to read the interviews. तो उन्होंने बताया कि उनके इंटरव्यू में था कि अगर आपका जो आइडिया है, अगर वो टेस्ट ऑफ टाइम आपके दिमाग में सर्वाइव करता है, तभी तो वो आगे चल के सर्वाइव करेगा. तो देन आई डेवलप दिस प्रैक्टिस. बाकी इंटेंसिटी पे है कि अब कितना परेशान कर. अभी एकदम ऐसा है कि मैं खाना भी नहीं खा पा रहा हूँ, तो लिखना पड़ेगा.
Oh, हाँ. तो that's quite intense if it doesn't let you stop thinking. But yeah, a lot of people have given this idea about कि notepad side में रखो बैठ के, रात को कभी कहीं भी idea आ जाए.
I have stopped believing in that.
You know, nothing.
No.
I did for a while, but I think it depends on. Everyone has their own way of doing things.
Yes.
So for some people it work. Some people it really doesn't work. How does your editing process go about? Do you have a bunch of people? Do you tell it to, send it to? How does that work?
So I have my friends Abhishek and Pratik. Abhishek Chaudhary, both are very well read,
Yeah.
and very good poets themselves. And also Zeest is there for like if कुछ उर्दू शेर टाइप का आता है तो जीस्ट को करेक्शन के लिए देता हूँ. अदरवाइज उनसे फीडबैक लेता हूँ. अदरवाइज till the time I have to be satisfied. There are a lot of pieces where I have taken the feedback from them and I have not implemented them because I thought that the piece is complete or not complete. तो वो रहता है और डिपेंड करता है, ड्राफ्ट डिपेंड करता है कि आप कितने ड्राफ्ट पे. कई पीसेस 3-4 ड्राफ्ट में होते हैं, कई पीसेस 3-4 महीने में होते हैं, कुछ पीसेस 1 साल सेट के रहते हैं.
हाँ, that's how it. But these 3 people are your go-to otherwise.
Yes.
Whenever you need any kind of feedback, and I think I think you always need a bunch of
And
people to tell you.
Abhishek is a very harsh critic. Like in the circuit, you must have heard about me being a harsh critic.
Yeah.
But I am like
You're half of-
what Abhishek is to
Okay.
me. ठीक है ना? There was a piece. I don't remember which piece was it. I sent it to him. He is a professor in MIT University. He teaches media studies over there. So I sent it to him there. He gave me a feedback, which I didn't agree upon. I started like now I also debate because
Okay, fair
from
enough
my
to know-
perspective
to know, yeah.
हाँ ठीक है. So I started debating and he got pissed off. And MIT University is a no smoking zone. He came out of the university, walked like 5 kilometers to buy a cigarette, bought a cigarette, and he was arguing with me.
Wow, this
We had
became-
that level of argument.
I think, but it's very important to get to know someone else's perspective and yours, and then I mean, eventually it's your call.
Yeah.
आपका piece है, so you make a call if you want to take it or not. But it's very nice when someone questions you, saying, "Why have you written this?
Yeah.
ये कहाँ से आ रहा है?" And if it doesn't make a complete sense, then I don't think it should go there. I mean, the same is worked out for me when I sit with Arsh. उसको मैं piece दिखाता हूँ, वो हर लाइन को क्वेश्चन करता है, फिर मैं बोलता हूँ ठीक है रवि, मतलब छोड़ दे इसको, नया लिख लेता हूँ कुछ. There's no point of take us through a process of how, I mean, do you still hit a lot of open mics? Some open mics you still go to here and there, or
If there is something which I want to experiment
Try.
about, try, and then I.
so how does that process work for you? Do you so take us through a process of now editing is done, now you're going to come perform it at an open mic, तो वहाँ से ले जाके till the end performance, till you reach a level of this one in terms of performance, what is that process like?
So I perform everything. Performing at open mics is also a good way to memorize your piece.
Yeah.
So I need to especially for stories, like 5-minute stories. I don't remember my stories.
Yeah.
So for a 5-minute stories, you perform at least 10-15. You know how to, because I said that I'm not a very good performer when it comes to stories. So that's when you actually open mics for me are a good way to figure out how to perform this piece, which space is it in. And that's how it.
So you just keep doing it again and again till you feel like हाँ अब पहुंच गया ये satisfaction, and then you put it out, which I think makes a lot of sense. So you've been performing from 2017. It's been about 2 years. Till date, what do you think performance has taught you as a person, as a writer? Anything that you can tell us?
A lot of मतलब बहुत कुछ वो है ना कि दुनिया के जो सबसे बड़े fear हैं, worst fears of the world. I think the first is stage fright.
Yeah.
And the second is the height. है ना? First या first
One of it, yeah.
one of it. तो first 2 में तो आता ही है. तो सबसे पहले तो how to overcome your fear वो बताता है. Then it also teaches you how to be humble.
Yeah.
Because before an audience, and even if the audience is not responsive, it teaches a lot about life lessons also when you're
does.
performing on
Yeah.
stage. So that it teaches you patience. It teaches you patience. There are instances when you go out and I performed. There was a show. There was a ticketed show we did, and nobody turned up, and it was like 10 or 15 of us, and like now if 10 tickets were sold and those 10 didn't didn't turn up. And all of them were my friends sitting before me. Now imagine I could have been paranoid about it.
Yeah.
But the performer in me, and because I've been performing for a while, the performer in me told me that just go there, do what you do normally.
Yeah.
Don't it doesn't matter who's sitting before you and whether your tickets are not, so you have to perform there. So it also it's a life lesson.
Yeah, I think it teaches you a lot while you're on stage with every aspect, I think.
Yes.
So, do you think with our current time and the kind of the every variation that we can take from people's attention span to the kind of content that comes out, to the amount of content that comes out, do you think we'll able to keep a poem or story timeless? Since we read work of people which was like 50 years back, 100 years back, or more than that. And that has been impactful till now. You think we'll be able to pull that off in this time and age and space that we are in?
See, it depends upon the poet. जो लिख रहा है और वो क्या लिख रहा है उस पर डिपेंड करता है. अल्टीमेटली इट डजंट, मतलब आज आप कितनी टिकट सेल कर रहे हो इससे ये फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता कि 50 साल बाद आपकी कविताएं पढ़ी जाएंगी. नहीं, आपकी कविता अपने आप में 50 साल बाद सर्वाइव करनी चाहिए. तो वो इट इज़ इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग टुडे.
Right.
Even if somebody is not that popular who's coming to your open mic, he's a good poet, he doesn't get a chance, goes back, is a very good poet. You won't know, but 50 years down the line, he might be celebrated.
Yeah. Do you still feel anxious when you bring out a new piece, or the minute you reach satisfaction, you're like, हाँ अभी तो मतलब you just have to do what you have to do right now?
The in performances where it's my personal experience. The performances in which I was very confident before the performance, that performance has always tanked. Like it has been disastrous. So you have to be nervous before a performance. I think being nervous or anxious before a performance is a positive.
I think it's good to know, because I keep telling that to myself every time to go on stage. I think it's important to know, but now it's good to know that people feel that around.
Yeah.
And it's necessary for you to, again, I feel like that whole process keeps you grounded to the fact that you have to do what you have to do.
Yes.
Instead of, your point is to come convey, not to fly around, which is fair enough. We were talking about your writing, how you said you don't write every day. But when you have the itch and you're unable to write, what do you have days like that where it's just like, nahi ho raha bas? It's...
देखो, मैं मेरे से लिखा तब, अभी तक तो यही हुआ है कि मैंने लिखा तब है जब मैं 3 दिन तक कुछ नहीं किया मैंने लाइफ में. मतलब 3 दिन तक मैं बस पलंग पे पड़ा सो रहा हूँ, तो चौथे दिन मैंने लिखा है.
अच्छा, that's
दैट इज माई प्रोसेस. तो अगर मेरे को कम से कम 4 दिन का तो टाइम चाहिए. ठीक है ना, क्योंकि 3 दिन मैं आलस में पड़ा रहूंगा और चौथे दिन का क्या कर रहा हूँ यार, लिखते हैं यार. तो वो अपने आप आता है. तो यही है मेरे साथ कि उसके अलावा क्या है.
But there's no other. Do you have anything for writer's block? You have any kind of exercise?
Yes,
or like
for writer's block, like for like if you have got an idea and it's still there and it's not developing, for me that is a writer's block.
Yeah.
Because you are not able to develop that idea. And for that, reading helps a lot, music helps a lot, meeting people. Like, if you're not able to write, don't write. Just don't isolate yourself then. Like, get ideas, get into discussions, go out. If you have got a budget, go out and travel, listen to music, watch movies, do anything you can. Like, make your brain productive enough.
So saying is seek inspiration from different forms of stuff that will indulge you in like thinking.
See,
basically.
I think it's मतलब अगर उसको कहें कि आपका दिमाग एक पॉइंट पे आके काम करना बंद कर देता, हो सकता है. मतलब मैंने जो अभी तक किया है, जैसे अभी मैं 4 महीने से नहीं लिख रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरा दिमाग ब्लॉक्ड है. क्यों? क्योंकि मैं बहुत बिजी हूँ अभी, कुछ ना कुछ काम लगा रहता है, बहुत प्रेशर होता है. तो उस वजह से मैं नहीं लिख पा रहा हूँ. नाउ माई ब्रेन has not been that productive. Now, how to make your brain productive is like you listen to music, watch movies, get ideas, discuss with people. That's how you don't do things which will further make your brain unproductive. Like social media is the worst thing to do.
Yeah, put yourself more down.
हाय गाइस, मैं हूँ गौरव त्रिपाठी और मैं अभी बात कर रहा था हर्ष से, आपने सुना. और अगर ऐसे ही और वीडियोस आप देखना चाहते हैं तो लाइक, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब Why So Harsh.
Yes, please do that and press the bell icon for further details.
Press the bell icon.
Thank you.
घंटा बजाओ. बाय.